Hey, what's going on? So I was having a very deep conversation with a new friend of mine recently, and we were talking. And this is a very incredibly successful human being, and we were talking about mistakes and how this whole media blitz on the coronavirus. And yes, I said media blitz on the coronavirus. It's going to cause and already has caused a lot of business people a lot of problems. Brian Hess, my brother, what's going on, man? It's going to cause business people, and it already has caused business owners problems. So you were on a beach in Mexico looking like a Corona commercial. I know. Daggone it. What's up, Logan? How you doing? So listen. Here's the thing. If you own a business, if you are going through problems, look, this is literally causing people not to go to work, causing businesses problems. Think about the Uber drivers. I mean, my God, there's no, like, Disney World and Disneyland closed, and think about the people that use Uber and all the hotels and the Disney's a very, very big company, so maybe they can handle multi-billion dollars of loss, but and recover still, right? But there's a lot of small businesses that are going to feel this. They're going to feel it. And I can promise you, go read a couple of the posts I put on my Facebook wall today. One is from a brilliant scientist, Dr. Bruce Lipton, who said, look, man, if you've ever had a cold or the flu of any kind, you likely have had a form of the coronavirus in the past. This is not something new. Greg Walker says 2 of my subways didn't open because kids are afraid. It's going to hurt. And here's the thing, man. People are living paralyzed in fear right now. Paralyzed in fear. And it's all brought on from the freaking media. And it really pisses me off. And if that language offends you, I apologize. But it really does. It's like, man, everybody needs to stop with all of the freaking listening to the media and buying into this. Go read the post that I put up by Dr. Bruce Lipton. I'm serious, man. This is crazy. People are not going out to eat. People are not going out to stores. People are hoarding toilet paper, for the love of God. Why? I don't get that. Like, stop. And here's the thing. As a business owner, as a salesperson, as a human being, in the midst of all of this craziness, there's a chance that you're going to suffer financially. There's a good chance of it. Okay. And you're going to make mistakes. And I want you to know something. This is coming from somebody that I am friends with, some mega wealthy people. And I have made some huge mistakes, humongous mistakes in my life. I'll be 52 years old in July. And I mean, I'm still recovering from mistakes that I've made in my past. Listen to me. You're going to make mistakes. It's going to happen, especially in the midst of all this freaking nuttiness. Like it's comical. I literally this morning, I almost snapped because this morning, like every single notification that was coming up on my computer, I have Apple News, you know, and I have the notifications on. Why, I don't know, but I got to figure out how to shut that off on my computer. But I'm sitting here trying to work, and literally every single notification was, you know, Trump screwed up this, or Trump did that, or this happened, or the coronavirus, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I can't, this is insane. What are they trying to do, man? I'm getting these notifications, and let me tell you something about me. I am aware. I am woke. What concerns me is the other 7.5 billion people on this planet. What if they're not woke? What if they're not woke and they're literally like literally this woman that's followed me for, I don't know, a couple of years, posted this long rant on my video from last night about how I'm wrong. And in Sweden, they're get off your high horse, and said that Patrick Bet-David's full of crap. And like, oh, I know. He does, what's he know? He's only the CEO of a multi-billion-dollar company he built. But what's he know? And what's he know? I mean, and the video I showed last night of Patrick Bet-David, if you'd like, I'll show it again. I'll do it right freaking now. But this woman goes off on me. And you know what I did? I'm not putting up with it, man. Keep your negative crap and your beliefs. You want to believe the media? Believe them all you want. Keep it off of my stream. I blocked her. I blocked her from everything in social media. I'm not having it. I will not have it in my feed. I won't have it. You want to post some crap in my feed? Go for it. That'll be the last time you do it. I promise you. I promise you. You won't do it on my feed again. So listen, stop buying into the madness and understand this. Understand this. You're going to make mistakes. It's going to happen. You're going to screw up. You're going to make mistakes. It happens. Brian Hess, it really is, dude. You're the one that told me about it. I'll throw it up here again. I have no issue with it. I love this video. Hang on a minute. Who wants to see it? Drop a 1 if you want to see this video by Patrick Bet-David. Drop a 1 in the comments if you want to see it right now. And I'll replay it. It is 13 minutes long. I'll show it right now if you want to see it. But I'm going to tell you right now, I post this woman that posted this, man, I am telling you, it ticked me freaking off. I'm like, you know what? I'm over this. You're not posting that stuff on my feed. You're out of here. So if you have some nastiness to say about this video or Patrick Bet-David, I suggest you unfriend me, block me, unfollow me, do whatever the heck you need to do, but do not post any garbage on my timeline, because I'm telling you, you're out. You're out. You will not be seeing any more of my content. So here, I'm going to do this right now. What's up, Judd Burton? How you doing? All right, I'm going to play this right now. Let me get this up here right there. Share audio. Share, and let me go here. I'm going to play this entire video, and you guys are not going to believe it. Share this out. It is, and Brian Hess is the one that told me about it. It is by far the best video I have seen explaining coronavirus and the impact it's having in our world. I want you to see this. It's unbelievable. I wasn't even planning on this until just now. So here, let's go. Let's roll. Let's do this. Here we go.
So why did the Chinese stock market drop 9.1% in a single day? Not a stock. The market drops 9.1% single day on February 3rd, 2020, after the coronavirus pandemic spread and all over the place, to the point where Apple, Microsoft, Samsung, Google, Tesla, all of them have plants. They have tens of thousands of employees in China working for them. They send everybody home. They shut them all down. The province of Hubei, 50 million people living there. They cannot leave the province. I'm at a Goldman Sachs meeting last week with the chief investment officer. She's on stage talking about coronavirus. Everybody's talking about this and how it affects them. So in today's episode, we're going to talk about the pandemics in the past and how many death tolls we've had, the different conspiracy theories we're hearing about, then how the market responded 6 months later, 12 months later, both in the US and worldwide, when a virus like this took place in the past, and how all of this affects your finances. So before I get into it, if this is your first time visiting this channel, this is the #1 channel on YouTube for entrepreneurs. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. There's hundreds of videos on business, hiring, firing, raising money, and many interesting interviews that you can watch in the channel. Having said that, let's get right into it. So coronavirus, what is it? What type of a virus is it? Coronavirus is a zoonotic type transmitted between animals and people. The origins is from a city called Wuhan, which is the capital of Hubei. About 50 million people live there. In this province in China. So now how does this coronavirus spread? Well, it's through coughing and sneezing. It's through close personal contact, touching and shaking hands, or touching an object with the virus on it, then touching your nose, your mouth, and your eyes. And here's the countries that are affected by this. And I keep this in mind when I say countries affected by this, doesn't mean they've had a person that died, because so far we've had 1,500 death tolls from this coronavirus, but these countries have had cases of coronavirus, such as US, China, Saudi Arabia, South Korea, Japan, Taiwan, Vietnam, Singapore, Australia, Belgium, Cambodia, Canada, Egypt, Finland, France, Germany, India, Italy, Malaysia, Nepal, Philippines, Russia, Spain, Sri Lanka, Sweden, Thailand, UAE, and last but not least, UK. Now, keep this part in mind. I'm not going to get into what kind of a virus this is because that's very technical. It'd be an hour video, and quite frankly, I'm not a doctor to do that. I'm specifically talking about effects of it worldwide and the economy. So now there's two words you hear about: epidemic, pandemic. The real difference between epidemic and pandemic is epidemic is more local, pandemic is global, worldwide. So if something spreads within a nation, maybe that's an epidemic, but if it starts going from US, China, South Korea, Japan, now we're talking about a pandemic. Pandemic is a form of an epidemic, is what it is, right? So now pandemics. What are the largest pandemics we've ever had that have affected the most people and cost the most lives? I'll go from top to bottom. So at the top is the Black Death, which was between 1346, 1353. Somewhere between 75 to 200 million people died. Now keep this in mind. Obviously, this is purely numbers that have been passed down. Nothing is 100%, but this is the data that you see when you do some research. Second one is flu pandemic that was in 1918. Around 20 to 50 million people died. HIV virus from 2005 to 2012, 36 million people died. Plague of Justinian, which is a Roman Empire, 541 to 542, 25 million people died. Fifth was Antonine Plague, which was at 165 AD. 5 million people died there. Then you have the Asian flu, 1956 to 1958, 2 million people died. Then you have flu, 1968, 1 million. Third, cholera, which is 1852 to 1860, another million. Then you have the Asiatic in Russia flu from 1889 to 1890, which is another million. And last but not least is the sixth cholera between 1910 and 1911. Over 800,000 people died. And keep this part in mind. Every one of these you're looking at is over 800,000 lives, and it's third world countries, and it's pre 1968. I know HIV is recent, but pre-1968. So it wasn't as advanced as it is today. And coronavirus so far is only 1,500 documented death toll, which is still a big number you got to pay attention to. The biggest concern here is to make sure momentum doesn't take off and all of a sudden it goes to 100,000, 200,000, a million, because that really impacts a lot of people's lives, economy. It can really affect a lot of different things. So let's compare SARS to coronavirus. SARS was originated in Beijing, coronavirus in Wuhan. SARS pandemic was in 0203. Coronavirus was in 2020. China's percentage of world GDP in 03 was only 8.7%. But China today is 19.3% of world's GDP. They used to be the sixth largest economy when SARS took place. Today, they're the second largest economy. Why is this important? It's a very big difference when you're 8.7% of world GDP to 19.3. Now you're the second largest economy in the world. So if something happens to China, everybody's affected by it, because the only economy above China is who? US. So this is why a lot of industries are taking hits, whether it's travel, manufacturing, shipping, tech, mobile. You're seeing cruise ships where people stuck on a ship and they can't go anywhere because they're worried about the virus coming to them. You're hearing casino business, Macau. Macau's a tourist place. People go to Macau regularly, shut down. So it's affecting many different industries all over the place. Now, we're hearing a lot of different conspiracy theories. So the first conspiracy theory you're hearing about is from Tito Soto, who is the Senate president from Philippines. And he gets up and he shows this video, this 10-minute video, in front of about 150 decision makers there and says, this is all the works of China. China's using the coronavirus as a way to weaponize against its people, right? And there was a big dispute. We'll put the link for you to watch it if you haven't seen it yet. Some are saying Chinese government's using this virus to attack innocent people. You're seeing a lot of folks that are coming, the government's coming in, pulling people, throwing them into trucks, like quarantine, to get them, protect them from others, saying this could be an outbreak. People are screaming. These videos are going viral. Citizens of China are posting this. They're taking them down. People are getting arrested for no reason. So that's part of it, where some are saying that's one of the things that's taking place. Some are saying U.S. military and CIA is directly involved. Another one is China stole this virus from Canada to weaponize it against its own people. Russian TV host says it's Trump's fault. A Russian scientist says the U.S. pharmaceutical companies behind this. And another expert says they're using this as a way to target certain ethnicities. By the way, there are hundreds of conspiracies we can go through, that there's not really a virus going on. This is just a way to impose and control people. There's many of them, okay? Many of them worthy of reading, just to kind of put it in a place in the back of your head, but not into going deep into it to believe 100% of everything people are talking about, because it'll drive you nuts. But the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm hearing people talk to me about it, and I was, oh my gosh, what about this? Don't shake hands, cover your mouth when you're on a plane. I'm always traveling. Mario was just in, where were you at? You were at Qatar. He's coming back from Qatar. He was at Maldives, and Pat, everybody had masks on. It was so interesting seeing all these people. They're worried about it. This is just taking place right now. The part I want to talk about is, how does this affect the marketplace when it's taking place? Because immediately when this happens, a lot of people panic. Let's see what history tells us about what happened to the stock market, both with S&P 500, as well as the Morgan Stanley Capital International World Index, which is 160,000 indexes worldwide, to measure how the world is doing, world economy is doing. So if you look at this, I'm not going to give you all the numbers. You can go look at the link below to study this for yourself. You're mainly looking for red, meaning the market dropped. Green says the market went up. I'll give you the list of pandemics, which month it was, then 6-month change in S&P 500, 12-month change also in S&P 500. Then I'll give you 6-month for the MSCI, how it responded worldwide, okay? So HIV, it's red across the board. 6 months later, 0.3. 12 months later, it was negative 16.5. And worldwide, it's affected by it as well. Then the rest of it, pneumonic plague. It was affected by the MSCI, but not S&P. SARS, all positive. Avian flu, all positive. Dengue fever, all positive. Swine flu, all positive. Cholera, all positive. MERS, all positive. Ebola, all positive. Measles is pretty much even. It didn't really go up or down. It affected a little bit on 12 months, but the MSCI went up. Zika, all positive. Worldwide, it wasn't positive. Again, measles in 2019, all positive. You don't have 12 months because it was just in June of 2019. So when you're looking at it, at the beginning, if people don't follow finances and economy, they think, oh my gosh, it's the end of the world. China, 9.1% market drop. What could take place? This is really going to affect me. And this is why you cannot be naive yourself. You have to consume the content that you're seeing from everybody, all the experts that they're telling you. Then go do a little bit of research like this for yourself. And I say, maybe it's not as bad as they're talking about. Why are they putting so much fear into me about this? Because think about it this way. Last year, just the basic seasonal flu that we get every year, 500,000 people died last year just from seasonal flu worldwide. In the U.S. alone, the number's around 14,000 to, I think, 36,000 last year. By the way, this is the part about China that this is why most people don't trust the Chinese government. Do you know the Chinese government said out of their 1.5 billion people that live there in 2016, only 56 people died from the seasonal flu. And in 2017, only 41 people died from the seasonal flu. And in 2019, 144 died from seasonal flu. And they talk about their unemployment is only 3.2% in the last 20 years because the government controls the data that they give to the public. You got to be naive to believe whatever the Chinese government puts out data-wise because they're trying to protect themselves to show to the world that they're doing really, really good. Of course, they had more people that died from flu than 56 in 2016 because worldwide it's 500,000. So again, 500,000 is here, 1,500 is here. Is it really that crazy to, put all this content online, spend hundreds of hours on TV, putting that fear into you and I? I'm not telling you it's not worthy of the content because we have to be aware. Listen, military slogan is very simple. Stay alert, stay alive. If you're too paranoid, you can't enjoy anything about your life because you become an OCD about every single thing. Now you can't really get the best out of your life and enjoy it, right? So you look at that part. Then the last thing I want you to be thinking about is the following. Look, this ain't going to be the first time or the last time that they're going to use fear to control the populace. Keep this part in mind. How many people you think are going to watch this video? How many? 500,000, maybe 1 million views, maybe 2 million, 3 million, maybe like the US-China trade war video. This gets 3 million views. There's 7 billion people living in the world. You know for how many centuries the government and people of power and mainstream media has used fear to control the people? Do you know for how long powerful people have used fear tactics to control the people? For centuries, and it ain't never stopping. The difference is today they have more tools to do it, and they're in your face more. Notification, 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 notification. Fear, 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 fear. Look, immobilized. But during the same entire time, there's a group of people that sit when they see this taking place. They sit there and say, don't overreact. Military says, stay alert, stay alive. Listen, wash your hands. I will tell you that. Take care of your body. Be careful how many times you're touching your face. Keep washing your hands. If there's one thing that we can get from this, there's nothing wrong with washing your hands 20, 30 times a day if you can to protect yourself. Have wipes with you. Have whatever you can around you to take care of yourself. Yes, you got to be taking care of yourself. Yes, you got to stay alert, but you can't overreact. If you overreact, you will take a hit. You'll have missed opportunities. I did a video a year ago talking about how to capitalize off market crash. You know what's the first point I talk about? Monetize fear, not impose fear. Monetize fear. The government's going to impose fear. The media is going to impose fear. That doesn't mean you need to be controlled by fear. You need to stay in control. Don't overreact. Do your research. Watch this video. I mean, obviously, we covered coronavirus, the pandemics in the past, SARS versus coronavirus, the different conspiracy theories, history-wise, what it's done, market 9%, seasonal flu, 500,000. You go do your own research. You don't take everything anybody says and go, you go do your research. I'm doing these things. So you say, I don't know about that. Let me go do my own research. Great. As you become smarter and smarter and smarter, then you make better moves in times like this. So you end up winning both financially by educating the people around you, your loved ones, your family, and you're not controlled by the media and the government when they impose fear on you. So having said that, if you enjoyed today's video, I got 2 other videos I want you to watch. One of them is an interview I did with Ray Dalio. We talked a lot about China. If the topic of China interests you, obviously Ray Dalio is worth $19 billion. He didn't get to $19 billion by not knowing what to do. The guy's a genius. If you haven't watched this video, go watch this video. And the other video I want you to watch is the US-China trade war that I put out there. I don't know how long ago it was. If you haven't watched it, click on this one as well. It's very, very technical, detailed on why the conflict was taking place. And it has a lot to do with today's video that we talked about. So if you want to watch Ray Dalio, click here. If you want to watch the US-China trade war, click here. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.
That sums it up right there. It sums it up. That's an unbelievable video. And go follow Patrick Bet David on YouTube. His YouTube channel is Valuetainment. And go follow him on his Facebook page, Patrick Bet David. Somebody tag him in here if you can. But anyway, so listen. I got a text message just a minute ago from my good friend, Joe Ingram. He is the word police, and he noticed that my title, I made a mistake. He said, it's really ironic that you made a mistake in your title. I put the title says, your upcoming mistakes are going to happen. I left out the word too. They're going to happen. Perfect example. He said, it's really ironic. It is ironic. Maybe I did it unconsciously on purpose. I don't know. But anyway, listen. You're going to make mistakes, especially when everybody's freaking out over nothing. And yes, I just said nothing. You don't like it. I don't care. Don't care. I don't care. Go read the post by Dr. Bruce Lipton that I posted today. That was sent to me this morning by somebody unbelievably intelligent and at a very high level in this world. And I am telling you, Joe said it was staged. I'm telling you that people are freaking out, and it's the fear that's causing the big problem. It's the fear. You need to stop. You need to live your life. You need to carry on. Carry on. What's my website? My website is kenwalls.com. Dude, no virus is over. There are so many viruses running through society right now. Fear is the biggest virus. Don't let all this stuff control you. Don't let it control you. I'm telling you, businesses, small businesses that don't have millions of dollars, billions of dollars in reserves, they're going to go under. They're going to go bankrupt. There's going to be people that get hurt by this in horrific ways. There are going to be people that don't know how to survive this. And all of this is caused by unnecessary fear. And I don't care if your opinion's different than mine. I share the opinion of Dr. Bruce Lipton. I share the opinion of a lot of very scholarly people that know what the heck they're talking about. Yes, the fear is the primary virus. 831 Frank. I do have a website. I have a website. Since I've built websites for the last 26 years, I probably should have one. Yes, I have one. It's kenwalls.com. Thank you, Raphael. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. It is a nice background. It is a beach in Jamaica, I believe. Anyway, it's a green screen, and I wanted to liven it up. I wanted it to look nice. So listen to me. People are going to get hurt financially really, really, really bad. And they're going to make mistakes. And I'm here to tell you, I have made so many freaking mistakes in my life. I can't even count them. Honestly, there are so many mistakes and errors that I've made. And I would encourage you that if you're in the position where this is going to hurt you or is hurting you, man, just do everything you can. Sometimes you have to pivot, go figure out something else that you can do. Figure out something else that you can do. You call me scholarly. Oh my gosh. Listen, don't let this fear paralyze you. Don't let it happen. Turn off the TV when you see a negative post about this stuff on Facebook. Unfollow that person. I've unfollowed more people in the last 5 days than I think I ever have in the however many years I've been on Facebook, 13, 14 years, because I don't want to see it. No negativity in my life means no negativity. I'm not going to listen to it. If you post any crap if you post stuff, I had a woman that's followed me for I think a couple of years. I don't know. She's from some Sweden or somewhere, that she posted some long thing telling me to get off my high horse. I don't know what I'm talking about and blah, blah, blah. Hey, man, you can have your opinion. You just can't come to my feed and start cutting down my opinion like that. I blocked her. Well, that's not very nice. Are you that thin-skinned? Yes, I'm that thin-skinned. I will block you for that. Yes, I don't care who you are. So look, I'm not having it on my feed. Get the negativity out of your life. If you're hanging out with people who are naysayers and saying, they want to bring up nothing but negativity and bring up this virus and the end of the world, and then, dude, move on from those people. They're literally hurting you. They're hurting you. Move on from them. I'm not afraid to move on. I will move on. I'm done. I'm done with that crap. I'm done with it. So look, I just played the Carrie. She says, bye, Felicia. That's right. For real. And then she goes to my fan page and was able to send me a message somehow there and said, I was going to have you build a website for me. I went and checked, and I still had my nope, my give a damn was busted. I don't want to build a website for you. How about that? So look, it's just the way it is. I don't need clients like that. Trust me, I've been down that road. I don't need that. So Ken is unfriending. Dude, would you stop? Oh my God. So look, do not allow, I mean, it's going to happen. Like the negativity is going to creep in. The fear is going to creep in, but take the emotional high road. Take responsibility for your emotions. Take responsibility. Show some maturity and take responsibility for how you react. You don't have to react in a negative way. You don't have to react to this. You don't have to buy into what the media is saying. You don't have to, because the fear, the stress, go read the post by Dr. Bruce Lipton. He is a world-renowned expert, scientific. He's a doctor. He knows. Okay. Go read what he wrote about the stress factor in all of this. The stress is what's going to kill people. And then what's the mayor of New York's name? Bill DeCrazio or something. I don't know. I see he does a press release because one elderly woman, and I had already seen it pop up, that she died this complicated, an already existing condition. And she died. One person in New York. And he did a press conference. Why would he do a press conference? Did he do a press conference from the 30 people that died in New York yesterday from gunshot wounds? Did he do a press conference from the come on, man. If you can't see that this is all being politicized, why can't you see that? I know so many highly intelligent people that see it. They know it. They talk about it. They call me. They text me. They send me funny memes. Joe being one of them. I mean, it's being politicized, and people are not getting it, man. They're not getting it. They're not getting that this is all I'm not saying that the virus isn't real. That's not what I'm saying. Dr. Bruce Lipton said in the post, and I'm paraphrasing, so go read it. It's on my timeline. He said, if you've ever experienced having a cold or the flu, you have probably had some form of the coronavirus. There you go. There you go. Nobody's freaking out about that. No big news conferences are being, or whatever they're called. Is that right? News. Anyway, like, look, stop the fear. You got to shut the fear down now. Shut the fear down now. Do not get a vaccine. Amen, Ann. I know people that are like, what? You didn't get a vaccine? No, I'm not going to intentionally inject flu into my blood. Sorry. Well, that makes you more susceptible. Whatever, dude. I'm not arguing. Like, a man convinced of against his own will is of the same opinion still. I'm not going to argue with people that dude, you need to return all of it. What do you mean? Oh, or you might use it. You might use it. Who knows? But anyway, look, I want to come on here and say, you're going to make mistakes. They're coming. It's going to happen. There's nothing you can do. It's going to happen. You're human. You're human. And when everybody is freaking out around you, people are hoarding. They're hoarding. And toilet paper, of all things, toilet paper. I still don't get that, but whatever. They're hoarding. They're freaking out. They're living panicked in fear. And they're like, They're causing an like people don't realize if you don't get on with your life right now, you're going to cause an economic collapse in this country. Do you not understand that? You are going to cause the economy to collapse. Hey, Bill Janicek, how are you? Stop it, man. Stop it. I mean, you got to let go of this fear, man. It's all being pumped into you by the media. Don't be a sheeple. Don't be one of the sheep. Get yourself out of that mindset. Turn the news off. Turn it off. Go binge watch Netflix or something else. Don't watch the news. Stop. Like, you got to stop, man. Seriously. Get out of the fear. Go support your local business. Go have dinner tonight at a restaurant. Tip the waitress. Give her a hug. Oh my God, I'll die. You know what? Honestly, I saw another video that said, if you get this, the symptoms of, I think it's in the post by Dr. Bruce Lipton, the symptoms will be about the same as having a cold. But people are dying. I know. They did a press conference on it in New York. Bill DeCrazio, or whatever his name is, did a press conference on the one elderly woman that died because when she got this virus, it caused further complications with a pre-existing illness she already had. She had one foot in the grave and the other on a banana peel. She was dying anyway. And I'm not, hey, it's sad that somebody died in New York. Out of the 19 million people that live there, one person has died from this, and the dude held a press conference. You don't see the political moves behind that? Like, come on. It's all about the politics, man, and people just aren't getting it, and it's making me insane. Seriously. Bob, I'll give you a hug. I'm going to see Bob. Bob's coming to our house. He was on the phone with me earlier. My little girl walks in. I got to tell you the story. She walks in, my 9-year-old walks in, and I said, hey, it's my little girl just walked in, Bob, and I put him on speakerphone, and she says, I said, he's going to be here in a couple weeks. He's going to stay here at the house. And she goes, is he going to bring Corona with him? And I said, Bob, she wants to know if you're going to bring Corona with you. And he said, oh yeah, I'm going to bring a double dose of it. And she goes, oh great, we're all going to die. And I said, get out of here. That's how much the media is pumping fear into people, that my little 9-year-old daughter thinks that this is just, that's it. Like, you're exposed to it, you're dead. Eric Swanson, dude, fly in, man. 27th of March, Friday, 27th of March. Carrie Lynn Carter is going to be there. Weldon Long's going to be there. Let me see what Eric says here. On a serious note, and this is a compliment to you, Ken, people are ignorant and are indeed causing an economic epidemic in our nation right now. But the part is the ignorant peeps are not your audience. So your message is people are agree with this concept and exactly. Well, we're going to see if we can get Abigail to come to the dinner. Maybe she'll be entertaining. I promise you. I don't drink either. It's been 17 and a half years since I've had any alcohol in my body at all. So, but anyway, look, the media, if you could sit in a room with the CEO, and I agree with you, Linda, it is. If you could sit in a room, a private room, listen to the conversations of the CEO of ABC, CBS, NBC, and Fox, all of them, they want to use fear to manipulate you. They want that. They want you to be scared to death. I'm not saying that the virus isn't real. It's real. Is it as bad as they say? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as they say. I just don't. Bill Janicek, fly in, dude. I want you here. That'd be awesome to have Bill. We'd have the whole crew here, except for Joe won't fly in because he's scared. I'm kidding. I think Joe would come in. So look, you've got to, like, seriously, you really truly need to. I got to turn that ticker off. That's driving me crazy. Hopefully you got that. KenWalls.com. That's my website. Not quite as bad as Black Friday behavior. You know, I don't know. I think it is. Honestly, I think it's worse because on Black Friday, I have never one time heard of a toilet paper shortage from Black Friday. Like, geez. Anyway, look, I think that you know, you guys, and probably not most of you watching, the ones that need to hear this, that it really needs to get through their head, they're not going to watch this. Joe, no, I do not have a website. I've only built them for 26 years. I'm looking for somebody to do my website. I'm kidding. My wife would kill me for that. So, Lynn, it's worse. I agree. I think it is worse. I agree with Linda. I do. I do agree. And people bought so much food. Maybe that's why they need all the toilet paper. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. But look, fear. The only thing we have to fear, John F. Kennedy, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. You can have a different outlook on this. You can. Yeah, but the news said, and what about that elderly lady that died in New York? I mean, Bill DeCrazio did a news conference on it. Then believe that. Believe that. Was it Roosevelt? Alexa, who said the only thing we have to fear is fear itself? I thought it was, maybe you're right.
According to an Amazon customer, in Franklin Delano Roosevelt's first inaugural address, he said,
it was Roosevelt. I stand corrected. Alexa, shut up. She doesn't like it when I talk like that to her. So, my apologies. It was Roosevelt, according to my Amazon device and the Big Dreamer. So, Eric's is talking to him. So, Carrie said she's with Jesus. I agree. So, I mean, look, it's not funny. Okay. But here, people crack me up. Like, you made my, that is power. That's right. So look, I'm not saying that it's cool that people died. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that. So if anybody puts those words in my mouth and I find out, you'll be blocked for sure. You won't ever see me again. Maybe that'd be a good thing for you. But anyway, so look, I want you to let go of your addiction to watching the news. I want you, when you see some negative post about the coronavirus, I want you to stop long enough to unfriend or unfollow. I have weird friends. Well, you're a friend. So, don't listen to this nonsense anymore. Stop it. Seriously, stop it. Stop it. Don't let the media control you anymore. Take a stand for yourself and your family and for the economy. Get out and go have dinner and lunch and breakfast in a restaurant. Go get your hair cut or done or colored or whatever you do. Go to the gym. I'm going to the gym as soon as I'm done here. Go to the gym. Support local businesses. Keep the industry. Listen, staying in and not spending money is literally hurting the economy. It's going to cause an economic collapse. Staying in and telling people not to go to work, they'll lose their jobs because those companies cannot survive without them. And then it will start to collapse. It's economic suicide. That's right, Judd. It's economic suicide. Good for you, Linda. Good for you. Enough is enough. Stop it already. It's been a few days, right? 5 days, 6, 7 days since they started announcing all this stuff. And you know, I looked at thanks, Judd. Thank you. I looked at my wife a little bit ago. My daughter was freaking out about something, and I just went, it's only been a few days. She needs to go back to school. Like now. Like right now. And besides, I also read that the children are the least affected by the virus. It's only if you have an immune deficiency or you're really, really old. And if you're really, really old and or you have an immune deficiency problem, you shouldn't be out hugging people anyway, flu season or not. This is flu season. Go read the post by Dr. Bruce Lipton. Well, I'm going to hug Bob. We're going to hug it out, dude. I ain't scared of it, man. That might be absolute. Oh my God, that is so funny. That's funny. Come on, you guys. That's funny what Eric just posted. Holy crap, that's funny. Bring it in, Bob. Group hug. That's right. So look. Stop the fear, man. Stop the fear. I can't take Eric Swanson, dude. That is too funny. Holy crap. I got to put that back up for a minute. That is hilarious. He's going out to play Chariots of Fire as loud as he can. Oh my God, that's so funny. Anyway, look, you guys, it's jeez. Oh my God. I know James Springer right here. I read your post earlier, bro, and you gave me so much hope with that. He has a compromised immune system, and he's like, dude, I am not. He wrote a post. Go look at it on James Springer's Facebook page. He said, I am not going to stop living my life. I refuse to live in the fear of death. Good Lord. From somebody with a compromised immune system. And I guarantee you, I know that dude. I've met him. If he walked up to me right now, we were out licking door handles at Costco. I'm sorry. That's just funny. Like, he would stop and shake my hand and give me a hug. That's how it would work. I know the dude, man. So, like, stop it with the fear already. My gosh, stop. Stop listening to the media. Stop with the mind control. Joe, you do. You absolutely do. I just got my Costco rebate check. What are we buying? Nice, dude. Window liquor. That's hilarious. So look, just let go of the fear. Seriously, Go watch that Patrick Bet David video again. Go read what I put about the post I shared of Dr. Bruce Lipton's. Go read that. For real. Drinks on Weldon. All right. Hey, thank you guys. I appreciate y'all coming on here. Get a grip, man. Get a grip for real. Don't let the economy collapse. And don't listen to the people say, don't listen to the fear, man. The media wants you to live in fear. Why? Think about why. Why does the media want us to live in fear? Why? It's because they can control you with fear. They can make you keep coming back. They can make you keep coming back. They can make you keep coming back if they just put enough fear into you. Get a grip. Get a grip. Dr. Bruce Lipton, go check it out. It's on my page. Go check out Dr. Bruce Lipton on Facebook. Go read what he wrote about it. And of course, there's a bunch of idiots on there going, this is such an irresponsible post. You don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. Go live in your sissy ass little fear then. I don't care about your opinion. You know why they say opinions are like buttholes? It's because I don't want to hear yours. I don't care about your opinion. I don't care about your fear. I don't care. I don't care. Me and my house, we're not living in fear. We're going to go out and we're going to shop locally. We're going to high five people walking through the grocery store. My mother-in-law came in yesterday. I gave her a hug and a kiss just like I do every single time she comes by. I said, good to see you're not out there living in fear, Grammy. So stop with the bull crap. Stop. It's insane, man. It's insane. It's insane. Anyway, hey, I'm going to go now. I'm fired up. I probably won't sleep tonight. Flights are $75 round trip. That's awesome right there. Angela Thompson, you got the right attitude right there. That's the right attitude. That's the right attitude. Let's stimulate the economy. Go on some trips. Do you know how cheap you can get a hotel right now? Good Lord. You ever want to go to South Beach? Go. Now's a good time. Seriously, man. Let go of the fear. Let go of the fear. Let it go. Stop listening. Stop listening to the negative media. Stop. Stop it. And I'm not, I mean Fox, ABC, NBC, CBS, all of them. The only way they're going to get you to come back and listen to them more is if they can manipulate you with fear. I'm out of here. Except for I want to address this. Gotta love the irresponsible idiots. Who are the irresponsible idiots? Are we supposed to be setting goals here? Set them, dude. Of course. Set your goals. Set your goals. Just stop listening to the media. For real. Pam, you know I'd give you a big old hug. Yes, let it go. Let it go. Have a good night, man. Stop listening to the negativity. Seriously, stop listening to the negativity. Go live your life. If you go hide, do you guys understand? Do you understand that if you go hide, if enough people go into hiding for long enough, the economy will collapse. It will collapse. And you and your family will suffer greatly as a result of that. The government's not going to save you, okay? It's not going to save you. And you don't want the government to save you. My God, get control of your life. All right, I'm out. I could rant and rave about this. It makes my blood boil. It makes, you know why? You know why it pisses me off so much? It's because there's so much stupidity just surging through the veins of not just America, but our world. Wake up. Get woke. Seriously, wake up. I'm out. See you.